What's up, everybody? I'm Jamie. This is Blades and EDC. Thank you for being here, and I have a question for you. Do you got wood? I've got wood. I've got wood. I've got some beautiful Burl wood. Look at that wood. Isn't that some nice wood? Nah, for real though. That's some beautiful Burl wood right there. It almost looks like it's got honey in it. But that's just how Burl wood is. It's beautiful. It reflects like a gold color in the light. And certain. Look at this side. It's more like a tiger stripe burl. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. This is the Twosun TS134. This is a tepe design. And it's on the smaller side. It's not a small knife by any means, but on the smaller side for Twosun. Blade length on this one is 2.64 inches. Overall length is 7.2 inches. The blade steel is 14C28N. Burlwood handle. Stainless steel liner lock. Claimed weight is 3.35 ounces. The handle length is 4.33 inches. Has a stainless steel deep carry pocket clip. T8 hardware everywhere, including the pocket clip screws. And this is a drop point blade. Yeah, I'd call it a drop point blade. And great ergos on this knife, except for one thing. Well, okay, if I come up here to this choil, excellent ergos, very excellent. Don't even notice pocket clip, but back here, when I'm holding it back here, I'm squeezing kind of tight. I do get this pocket clip right in the palm of my hand right here. I haven't done hard cutting with this, obviously. This is not my knife. This is another knife in on loan from Saigon Kick 2018 on Instagram. So, but I can tell now that if I were to doing hard cutting with this knife, I think that that would bug me. But this isn't a knife I'd use for that anyway with a wood handle. You know, you don't want to be using this kind of knife for you know, anything too hard. You don't want to be sweating all over the wood and, you know, working hard with this knife. It's not what it's intended for. It's more of a gentleman's carry, or just, you know, carry, just a carry. Not a hard use knife. Wasn't intended for that. Has a hole in the blade for reverse flicking. I think it's meant for thumb flicking also, but it's not very good at that. I'll show you in a moment. It does have a flipper tab, which is excellent for the light switch or the push button. The push button works great on this one, so you can go either way. This one works either way you want to use it very well. Reverse flick works very well. Thumb flick, on the other hand, even though they put this cutout here, honestly I think they put this cutout too close to the pivot. I think it should have been back here further, or it should have just been the entire blade hole cut out, because where it's at right here, it's difficult to get your thumb in there. You can do it, but you gotta get your nail in there at a funky angle. And I do that more than I actually get it, right? I miss it. So I don't really do the thumb flick with it. Honestly, you don't really need to. With the flipper tab and the reverse flick is money. Reverse flick's where it's at with this knife. It's really good. This thing has a stout detent, which helps make it really good. I mean, I gotta really pull that blade to get this one to come out. Shaking the camera, popping it out. Listen to it pop back in. It just sucks that blade in. And you really got to give it some pressure to get that blade out of there. Excellent detent. Very, very good detent. No detent lash at all. No blade play or anything like that. There's been no blade play with any of these Twosun knives that Craig sent me. So it does have what I thought that was wood at first. This is actually pretty sure it's brown G10. It could be polished micarta, but when I look at it up close with the flashlight, I'm 99% sure it's G10 on the back spacer there. And they did this one. They did give you a spot to put a lanyard in. No lanyard hole, thank goodness. But they did put a standoff in there and a cutout in that back spacer, so you can tie a lanyard on if you want one. Pocket clip is not reversible on this one. Let's check that weight. Claimed weight is 3.35 ounces, and that feels about right to me. I was going to say about 3.5 ounces. Let's see if that is accurate. Okay. I gotta get some smaller scales to take up half the damn viewing area. 3.8. So yeah, it's actually quite a bit heavier than they claim it to be. 3.8, and claimed weight's 3.35. So yeah, bit heavier than they claim, but still, it doesn't feel heavy. It actually feels really good in hand. Give you some size comparisons real quick. Look at that burl wood. Isn't that beautiful? I like this side even better though. Look at that. It just sparkles almost. I'm a carpenter by trade, so I love wood. Alright. The penguin is going to be a good length comparison, I think. Yeah, those two are about the same length there. Very, very similar. And the bug out's another one that's going to be very similar. Although this knife is much thicker than both of those knives. Probably about as thick as both those knives combined, honestly. Actually, I think you could fit two bug outs on top of each other. Go ahead and show you thickness here. But that makes it very comfortable in hand. It makes it super, super comfortable in hand. And with the way this handle gets bigger, fatter at the butt, it's really comfortable in hand. Let me give you the Spydercos. Most people know and have for comparison here. The Yojimbo 2, pretty close in size. Yojimbo's a little bigger. I think the pair of 3 is going to be much closer in size. Yeah. Move that monitor so it doesn't put so much white light down there for you. That's better. Yeah, very close to the pair 2. That'd be a really good size comparison there. And show you a couple other Twosuns with it. The TS134 Sidewinder. It's another good comparison. Very similar in size. Or the TS21. Much shorter than the TS21. So yeah, it's a medium-sized knife. Good EDC size knife, in my opinion. If you like a smaller, like yours on the smaller side. Yeah, flat grind with a belt satin, vertical belt satin. Got a little swedge on the top. The flats are, man, I can't even see the grind. Yeah, they're vertical also. At a slightly different angle though on the flats there. No jimping at all, which I find that a little odd. Very slick here. You know, you got, you know, the flipper to help hold you back there, but there's no jimping. I think they really should have put some jimping up here, especially get up here like this on that choil, because I think this is meant more of a sharpening choil than a finger choil. You can get your finger in there, but you're right on the edge of that blade, you know. So I really think they should have done jimping on it, and they really should also. And Tepe numbers all his knives, just so you know, 371. They really should also have done something here too for the thumb flick. They should have taken this out a little more all the way across the hole, in my opinion. But it's a beautiful knife. I love the look of it. I love wood. Let's pull out, actually I sent my, the one I wanted to compare it to is olive wood, but I don't have it here. I sent it to JD for EDC to check out, so yeah. Here's some African rosewood. Much darker or lighter than the African rosewood. It's more of a, like I said, a honey color. Burl wood's beautiful, and burl wood's one of those woods that's have all different kinds of patterns in it and everything. Burl wood is like a big round ball root that grows under the ground usually. It's part of the root system, and it's like the root ball. Not all the little roots come off of it. It's the ball all those come off of. That's what burl wood is. Yeah, very nice. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. They also make a titanium frame lock version of this. I think it's a frame lock, but it's M390. And these are actually, the burl wood's in stock at White Mountain Knives right now for $78.99. The titanium one is not in stock, and it's M390, but is it a frame lock? Yes, it is a frame lock. It's not a liner lock. So it is a TS134 sand, S-A-N-D is that one. And it's 120, but currently out of stock. This one is a TS134 wood. So yeah, two options for this. If you like the shape and the look of it, but you like titanium and M390, you can get that for 120 bucks on this knife, which is really a good deal for M390. So, and I'm sure the action is probably every bit as good as this, if not better, with the frame lock. So. But the reverse flick is where the fidget factor is in this, and the flipper tab works fantastic also, like I said. Yeah. really cool little knife. Thank you again, Craig, for sending these in and let me check them out. You guys give him a follow on Instagram, Saigon Kick 2018. And a lot of these knives are for sale. So if you want to purchase any of them, send him a message on Instagram, and I'm sure he'll work out a deal with you. And these are all in like brand new condition, just so you know. Every one of them so far has been, they look like they're brand new. And I think he told me all of his Twosuns were more for collecting, not for use. So I don't think any of these Twosuns have been used at all. They look brand new. So, all right, guys. Hit that like button for me, subscribe if you are new, and I will see you on the next one.